And we are back. Hello everyone, it is I, Yisang. And today, last video was my Roach Emperor tutorial. Now, this video, I will be teaching you how to beat 942 Ticket with the Valencina fight. This old hack, and the Lucio, which is, we don't need to worry about him. Anyway, as you can see, you can only deploy 3 sinners here: Heathcliff, Rodion, and Gregor. So, personally, I recommend using, for Heathcliff, Wild Hunt. For Rodion, Ring for the Student. If you don't have her, then use Heisho Pack C Branch. And for Gregor, Lobotomy Ego. Now, the reason for these: Wild Hunt is for his sinking infliction, which is really, really useful if you're in this fight, because Valencina has a lot of nuke moves that will tear down your K-Corp ampules if you don't decrease your SP. If you can hit her to start off with, of course, because of precognition, but we'll get to that. Ring for the Student, because, well, first of all, the event bonus. We love the event bonus. We need that. Second of all, because of this skill right here, burst forth pulsing crimson under your skin. Mostly because of the attack weight and unfocused volley. Also because she inflicts sinking, of course. But attack weight is also really useful in this fight, because Lucio is going to be a big problem when you get to the second phase. And of course, Lobotomy Ego Lamp, Gregor, because, well, he can not only use his, where is it? Yeah, because of his passive Dazzling Lamp. When chaining skills, this unit can redirect the attack skills targeting to itself regardless of speed. So he can target skills to himself, which can very, very useful. Also, he just has really high rolls. Really useful. And sinking, because I think I already said that, but oh well. Anyway, let's do that. Enough yapping. So glad Rodeo finally got another sinking ID. Anyway, here we go. I did not know he could use that first, but oh well. Well, we're still clashing neutral with Gregor. So, you literally just start this off like you'd start off any other, like, normal fight. You just need to watch your clashes, that's kind of it. Well, for the first phase, at least. Because Lucio does start the fight with 2 power down, which is really useful. Because he rolls like a madman if he does not have that power down. And it can get pretty annoying. See, there we go. Alright. Now he's in his panic textbook, which just makes him more fragile, but it does make him stronger with clashes. So you need to watch that. But again, it's still the same. Negative 45 SP. You know why sinking is so useful. And also, impending ruin, which is why we're using Wild Hunt. Negative 10% chance to flip heads. Great. So realistically, he shouldn't be unable to land heads, but oh well. Alright, it's a panic type, never mind. I'm onto nothing here. I'm speaking out of my... Okay. Anyway, all of our classes are dominating, there's nothing to worry about. I'm pretty sure it's when we get him staggered where we go into the second phase. I may be wrong, but... Okay, let's see. I believe it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Now here's where things get complicated. Where Lucio now has his power is a lot higher because Valencina is on the field. And as you can see, Virgilius is only clashing with Lucio, which just so happens to be a problem because he's just leaving Valencina wide to nuke all of your sinners. Which is why he has passive, the guide, observes Dante's command and adjusts his skills targets accordingly. So, you just have to clash over Virgilius to clash with Lucio. And as you can see, he's now clashing with Valencina. Evidently winning. Of course. Yeah, let's go with that, okay. And yeah, here comes the issue. Precognition, Valencina's evade skill. Probably the leading cause of your suffering in this fight, because it rolls incredibly high, and every time that she evades every one of your coins, she uses another skill, which triggers Tremor Burst, I'm pretty sure. That, and they stack Tremor a lot. They stack a lot of Tremor, which means you'll be taking hard damage every time you try and clash with Valencina. Which is why you should avoid doing that. Trust me, I was totally doing that for an example. Unless you have a Power Guard, which is why we're using Gregor, because Power Guard, as we know, reduces damage crazily. Even though you will lose the clash with the Power Guard, it still reduces damage after you lose. So, you really just want to wait until you kill Lucio. Because chances are Virgilius cannot hit Valentina in this phase. Oh my god. And important thing is, with every time Valentina enters a clash, or loses a clash, I'm pretty sure, she loses one of her Eye of Precognition, which she starts with 30, and the stack determines how strong the evade is. So, all you need to do is just let Virgilius keep winning those clashes until her eye is weak enough for him to actually hit her. Oh my god, he actually won. Well, yeah. She restarted the turn with it though. Yeah, turn start, gain 10 stack. And yeah, it also helps her heal SP. I'm pretty sure it's in our passives too. Yeah, the Eye of Precognition. When this unit enters the encounter, gain 30 Eye of Precognition. At 0 Eye of Precognition stack, convert Eye of Precognition to Eye of Precognition Overheat, which makes her attack skills do less damage. Converts all the coins on her skills that spend ammo to unbreakable coins, which is pretty bad. But gain 10 stack, turn start at gain 10 stack. At 30 stack, convert into Eye of Precognition. So it just weakens her attacks, but makes it so she hits them. Okay, Accelerating Future. This is it. In a clash, gain 1 Accelerating Future with every clash, which clash power plus 1 for every stack, coin power plus 1 for every 5 stack. So the longer a clash goes on, the stronger she gets, which is not great, because you're going to end up losing it. You can gain up to Eye of Precognition stack at turn start divided by 3. Accelerating Future per turn. While this unit has Eye of Precognition, getting attacked by unopposed attacks or losing a clash activates the Precognition skill. Now let's take a look at the Precognition skill, a defense skill. Base power plus 1 for every 2 Eye of Precognition stack. Ain't great. And it reloads. And it reloads her ammo. It heals her SP. But if she fails the evade, then she loses 5 SP. So, base power plus 1 for every 2 Eye of Precognition stack. So, to take this into account, Precognition initially rolls 13. Considering she has 30, then that's adding a base power of 15. So, that means she has 22 base power, and if she lands the coin, that means 28 power. So her evade rolls a 28, whilst in his base state, Virgilius is only rolling like 27 or so with his normal moves. So, that said, continue the fight as one normally would. Yeah, it's rolling 26 now, because she has 27 Eye of Precognition. I don't know if it's rounded up or rounded down. I'm going to assume it's rounded up, because this game just loves screwing with people. But yeah, as she loses more Eye of Precognition, her evade loses more power, which means Virgilius, like we just saw there, can eventually hit her after winning a clash. Still too high for the sinners to hit her, which is a shame. Yes! Okay. Yeah, if she misses the coin, then that's pretty bad for her. And here we kill Lucio. Oh god. Oh. Alright, so here we kill Lucio. Where... Here we get Disposal. Disposal is Valencina's nuke, basically. Let's look at this. Base power +1 and deal plus 10% damage for every Eye of Precognition stack. As we can see now, 26 stack. So, she's getting 26 base power and is dealing 2.6 times the damage. And she generates Mung, gets a base power +4 if she's above 0 SP, and inflicts game target. So, fix this unit speed to 1, and all attack skills target that unit. So basically, pretty much, if she uses the skill, then it's target fixed too, so you can't, like, redirect it. When she's targeting you with the skill, that sinner is effectively just dead. But K-Corp ampules, of course, which revive your sinners after they die. It's basically just going to tear through your stack of K-Corp ampules. Well, and you're definitely not winning the clash either, because I doubt you have something that can roll higher than a 50. So, yeah, your sinner's dead, basically. Because Virgilius can't clash with it, it's target fixed. The good thing, though, is that after Lucio dies, Virgilius does get stronger. So he can start breaking, like, her Eye of Precognition. He can start just tearing through those stacks. Alright. Of course, sinners aren't strong enough to break that. Which means Heathcliff is going to get... Ow! Virgilius almost loses. Okay, this should break her evade. Yep, there we go. She lost a lot of it right there. Yep. And boom, she's now down to 11. Which is great for us. And even when she wins a clash, it consumes one of her Eye of Precognition. However, that does not make Disposal any weaker. It does make it pretty weak, but it's still guaranteed to tear through one of your K-Corp ampules, no matter how many clashes Virgilius wins. Alright. Yeah, her crits are nasty. Her crits hurt a lot. So yeah, her damage goes through the roof after she hits disposal. Okay. Then Virgilius can bring it back down again. Okay, it's almost out. 3, 2, 1, and boom! There. Her eye is now overheated. And I'm pretty sure she got staggered. So yeah, now she's pretty much just a potato. She can't do anything that bad. So your sinners can win clashes against her. Now that the eye is broken. Virgilius does more damage. And there. You won. That surprisingly took longer than my Graga video. But hey ho, we won. So, that is it for this. Hope you maybe enjoyed it. Hope you learned from it, maybe. And most importantly, I hope it helped. And maybe I'll do a lei hang tutorial next video, maybe. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So, blah blah.